Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and late on these Alliance War videos. It's been actually a little bit discouraging with what happened this last week of the season to kind of keep pushing forward, but I'm going to post the rest of the videos for this season. I might be changing up how I do my war videos going forward. But I got Conduit, sick and tired, and I have 5 fights this war. They're all Conduit. And I have one sick and tired attacker, it's SymSupreme. He's going to put in some work. And got a few other fights to showcase. Cool Korg boss takedown, plus a couple other fights from my battle group or my alliance. So we got Ghost, Warlock, and APOC band. So it's quite a different set of bands for this war. You can take a look at the defense that was placed. We're up against NewN. Now, from the stories that I heard, they were intending to push for this war and try to win it, but that quickly got shut down by some quick deaths, and so they didn't try that hard. We are trying, but we did end up having more deaths than we anticipated, but you'll see the results at the end of the video. So here's my team. We got Yellowjacket, Thing, and SymSupreme. So we're going up path 2 in section 1, and this is a Thing cheese lane. We have 2 Conduit defenders. We got Green Goblin first on node 5. It's a strike, counter, fury, power struggle. Now, as long as I don't heavy knockdown and I don't throw a special, I can just activate Thing's protection pretty much throughout the whole fight because of the strike, counter, fury. I do put on light boost for this one, 10% attack and health, and then attack and health boost. So no gray boost, no class boost or anything like that. So the only thing with this fight that gets kind of annoying sometimes is that Green Goblin will sometimes just love to not throw his special. And now he does need to throw them eventually. We can build up some rock stacks, and as long as we wait out that timer on the rock stacks, we can convert those to furies. Like right there, we converted those 5. But like right here at the start, I'm just like, come on, throw a special. The AI sometimes on certain champs, for me it's long shot, it's Green Goblin, and I'm trying to think of another champ that typically likes to hold their special in war. At least for me, I don't know if it's anybody else, but finally throws it. We get back to smashing, and then we push him back up to special 2, and then we're gonna dance around a little bit. Trigger protection pretty much every time that he touches us now, because he's got 38, 39, 40 of those passive furies, so he hits super hard. And I don't want to get hit by a special 3 because he can put on some debuffs, and if protection falls off, they can hit super hard. Now we're in the corner, parrying. There we go, thank you. And then we just go back to smashing. So this fight doesn't go super quick just because the AI was a little bit stingy. There he's throwing his special, triggering protection, basically cannot do damage to us. Now if he does get a dot on us, like a poison or an incinerate, that can get past the protection when it falls off. And there's short windows where protection isn't up, but yeah, it's a pretty straightforward fight. I mean, I've done this fight a number of times. It's nothing new. We just can't knock him down with the heavy, and we don't want to throw any specials to get rid of our rock stacks because we want max protection with Thing's SIG ability. Those rock stacks help mitigate pretty much all the damage. You can see we're just taking one health point, 1 HP per blocked hit. So 2.5 minute fight. That went a lot longer than I had anticipated, but Infamous's Green Goblin goes down. And then next up we got this Magneto. And this one's going to go a lot quicker. Basically, same kind of strategy here. We got the Strike Counter Fury. We're just going to let him build up the Furies. Brute Force. We can mitigate that through protection if he happens to go very passive, but Brute Force really isn't going to come into play in this one, and it's got Power Focus 1. So we're just going to dex those specials and then let them come back in, parry, and just hit. So those Furies are building up because we are not throwing any specials. We're not resetting the strike counter. We've used up all of our medium and lights. We're not going to throw any heavies. We don't want to activate the Conduit from knockdowns because that's just going to heal him as we hit him and just mitigate a lot of the damage that we can do. So we're just going to get physical, smash away. You can see he's going down very, very quickly, already halfway down, and very simple, straightforward fight. You can parry, full combos, and dodge special ones. Special 2 really is not going to get there unless he really holds on to a special 1, which is fine. Regardless, if he would have thrown the special 2, I feel comfortable dexing it, but blocking it is the safest way to go because it'll just activate protection. And yeah, just a little over a minute and 20. Not terrible. Thing cheeses down that fight. And that's all I had in section 1. We're going to move into section 2. If I had a white mags, I probably would have taken that Guardian, but we had other plans, and yeah, and it actually didn't work as well as we had hoped. That's one of our deaths. We had a assignment issue on that one. But here we're going up in section 2, we're going up path 3. So no 32, this has the enhanced bleed, chitinous thorns, and sloped armor. So we're going to be using SymSupreme. Now he obviously can bleed, but I did a bunch of duels, and because we can keep the power cosmic off the Silver Surfer because of the staggers, and when you start the fight you nullify it, there's really very, very little risk of Surfer getting an armor up and then being able to glance and get the bleeds from Chitinous Thorns. So we're just going to build up to special 3. We do have a 150 boost on just to help, and before we throw our special 3, we just take a nice combo to the face on a missed dashback that was on me. And yeah, so take some unnecessary damage there, but you can see once we launch the special 3, it is game on. We got all of the blessings up, we get up to special 2, a bunch of bleeds going, and then we can start dropping specials. We don't care if the global comes up because we have enough debuffs to heal block, another special 2, and then he's gone. So pretty simple there, minus the mistake of, you know, letting Surfer get a nice little combo on us. And then next up, we got a similar node. It's sloped armor again, glancing when he has armor ups, enhanced shock, and static defense. So static defense, if the defender has an armor up, there's like a 15% chance to get shocked. And Hulkbuster shock is pretty brutal. So with that in mind, and he is also a tactic defender, but SymSupreme again will nullify the armor up come out at the get-go. Every, I think, 15 seconds, Hulkbuster can get another armor up. Now, as long as we have one of those staggers that prevents it, we're good. But you can see right there, when he throws the special ones, the Unblockable was getting consumed by the stagger. It is feeding my Mystic Dispersion. He does have the armor up, but once I throw the special 3, it's going to nullify it, and then I'm kind of back in that safety zone. And then we get all the power back from the specials. We got all of those nullifies up to prevent armor ups. to being a little bit passive, and then we just go for this special 2, and then we're already back up to special 3. We throw that, and then I'm not sure if this is going to kill him. I don't think it does. I think it comes pretty close. No, not that close. But we're going to get power coming back out. Got a bunch of nullifies. We never get shocked. And SymSupreme works really well for that lane for certain defenders that don't have like consistent armor ups coming out. So really solid there. And then my last fight, we're up on this node 51, Combat, Deja Vu, Prowess, Puncture, Prowess, and Conflictor. You know, this node can be kind of annoying depending with the defender on it. Doom is no slouch of a defender for this node. I've taken this fight earlier on the season with Yellowjacket. We do have a white Magneto guidance on this fight. And the whole concept here is Yellowjacket, he has very, very high energy and physical resistance. He actually really destroys a ton of mystics. Like, he's no Human Torch, but he's very, very, very capable against mystics. Now you can see I'm taking some fairly minimal block penetration from Doom just because the physical resistance on Yellowjacket is so high. I did have an invuln boost on, and I think these first couple special ones, I just choke and just miss them. And we do want to get a light medium combo so that we can stop putting on that puncture prowess. We don't want that up, otherwise we're going to take additional block damage from special 2s. I mean, I'm going to be dexing the special 1s, I'm going to be dexing the first 2 parts of the special 2, and then just for safety, blocking the second part of the special 3. Again, I've already lost my invuln. Now you can see the one nice thing is, because Yellowjacket has such high energy resistance, he heals from those shocks. Now here, with the special 3, so I did a parry heavy, which is gonna trigger the slow, which triggers Conflictor, and then I'm gonna throw the special 3. So I didn't do the knockdown. The special 3 does not count as a knockdown, but right there, it was this one seemed bugged because this didn't happen in any of my other attempts. But I didn't get the power sting. I already had triggered Conflictor, but the power sting did not get applied from the special 3, so that was really annoying because I get about 25 to 30k damage per power sting, so it's basically I can get about 50k damage extra after the special 3, and I didn't get that. So here we got Meltdown going on, so every time we touch him or he touches us, we get some extra damage, and I'm just kind of just going against the mix mastering of that just so I can get max damage from the Meltdown damage. So here he's low power. Now here we parry, trigger the slow, trigger Conflictor, and we go back to the special 3. So we're expecting to get power stings out of this. Let's see if we get it this time. The first time it seemed bugged, we didn't get it. There, we did get it. He throws one, we get some nice damage there. He throws another. It doesn't reapply because my SIG is only SIG 20. But we got some nice damage coming out of that. And then whenever you have the shock on Doom, you just always want to make sure you end in a light and then back off. If you end in a medium, he'll Doom slap you coming out. There goes my last invuln boost, the last hit of it. So, not the cleanest fight. This is a long fight. You do have to play fairly well, stay calm. But here we're just going to try to get back to our special 3 again, and then do the heavy into the special 3. And had I not been missing these L1 dexes, my Korg charges would have been a lot higher. I would have been able to enter Meltdown. Probably have already got it by now, but we have only hit Meltdown once. Here we get the slow off that triggers Conflictor again. Special 3, to get the power stings, and let's check it out. Does it stick this time? Yes, it does. Now, why didn't it stick the first time? I don't know. There's the power sting, get some nice damage. And if we can just get him to throw another special with that power sting up, it should do some a decent chunk. You can see we're in Assassins. That did 24,000 on that sting. And then we're gonna enter Meltdown, and again, I missed another dex, but because he hit me and Meltdown was active, he got damaged and that killed him. So definitely not a clean fight. You can see I took a number of hits with Doom and I survived. Yellowjacket, pretty solid option. And then here's just another fight I just want to showcase. This is on path 4, section 2, second node, node 36, steady build up, unblockable, crumbling armor, heal block, debuff. Now, most people, when they see Havok here, they'll use a Warlock, a Colossus, maybe a Nimrod, maybe an Omega Sentinel. But Mirage Turtle, we have him take this a number of times with his ogVison. I think his SIG is like somewhere between 120 to 160, somewhere in that range, and that's where he likes him. He's intentionally not maxed him out. And just his drop back intercept game on this was just super clean. The power drains keeps Havok's plasma buildup charges in check, and just a super clean fight. Wanted to share. I don't know that I've seen anybody take this fight with Vision before. He is an option, and there it goes down. And now here is another fight. This was in our battle group 1. Angry Byrd is one of our officer. He plans for a battle group 1, does a great job. He's going in on this strike counter fury spaced armor Masochism over time node. This is the same that we have in BG2, and we know that if he knocks him down, he'll trigger, the shock and the plasma and all that kind of stuff. But Hulkling, he's immune to he's not immune. I don't think there's power drain. It's just a special lock with the armor up, which is fine. He's still going to gain some decent power through this, and then he's going to wait it out. So here we go. He waits out. He's going to hit into the block, go unblockable, and throw the special. He's going to wait. Okay, throws the special too, and he triggers the shock. Now you're thinking, okay, it got consumed by the Masochism over time. It's got the regen, but check out the rest of this fight. Now when he actually hits Guardian, he's still healing as if he had that shock applied, which is super, super annoying. The strike counter furies on this are being built up because he hasn't been throwing specials. But now he basically has to get enough damage from a special to kill him, which I think the special 3 does. But I don't understand why the shock was consumed by Masochism, but the global Conduit acted as if it was still up. So Kabam needs to look into that. I think there have been some other cases where people have showed a similar interaction. But yeah, and then here's our boss takedown. It's Korg, which is an interesting boss. Now, we did put all Mr. Fantastic debuffs on this fight, and that was not intentional. That was a miscommunication on our plan. They were supposed to go on the left side where there was a Mangog, and it was my mistake. I had accidentally allocated these Mr. Fantastics on the wrong slot on the plan, and myself and nobody else noticed, and whatever. But we also have a white Magneto guidance. Demps is going in with his rank 4 Jubilee. I don't know how many rank 4 Jubilees are out there. They're probably far and few in between. But Demps really loves his Jubilee. And Jubilee wrecks Korgs. So anytime that he purifies debuffs, which I think he took some damage at the beginning of the fight with those Mr. Fantastics. I think he consumed 2 of them. Takes a little combo there. And you can put some other, slow and some other debuffs from specials, but I think he's just staying in orange to do prowess damage. He has some power back boost on. And he's going to take down this Korg. I think that first special 3 he threw when rock stacks just came up, so it mitigated a lot of the damage. But he's got the 12 prowess going. And yeah, Korg boss. I don't know, normally you'd probably see, I don't know who your typical counter would be, maybe an Omega Red or something. But Demps gets tagged by a few hits here and there, but Jubilee has plenty of damage, and he's going to take this Korg out, I think, right here on this special. Boom. A lot of red damage in there that is hiding. Good job on the solo there, Demps. And so you can see they died 10 times to our Battle Group 2. We died 4. Had some slip-ups. But again, New Nation, they weren't pushing hard. They died 46 times. We died 13 times, which is way too many. But we did win. But thanks, New Nation, for not giving too much of a fight. We'll take the win. That makes us 3-2 on the season. We move up 3 spots, number 14 in Masters. I had 5 fights, 5 kills, no deaths. I'm up 29 fights, 29 kills, and 1 death on the season. And this 3rd week, it's actually going to be a pretty good week, but that's before the 4th week. And I'll try to get these videos out before the next season starts, but my motivation is lacking severely. And then here's my item use. I boosted 3 separate times this war. I didn't have to heal anything up, and pretty low cost as far as loyalty goes for this war in particular. Yeah, you can see that my item use for the season. And then this war, no kills as far as my defenders. I was hoping Void would keep getting some kills, maybe get a little, 3 wars back to back to back, but nope, got skunked that war. And then we added 2 fights to Thing, 2 fights to Symbiote Supreme, and 1 to Yellowjacket. And pretty much everybody that we've seen before, Doom, Green Goblin, Magneto, Surfer, I think Hulkbuster was the only new defender that we have seen in this war. But yeah, war was going okay, and it goes okay for the rest of the week, and I'll get those up. But just a little preview, we totally sucked it up at the end of the season, and we failed hard. I'm very bummed about it, especially because myself and other officers that put a ton of time into planning. Just really stinks when we just don't perform and execute the plans well. But yeah, enough with that said. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.